People violating COVID-19 restrictions. Despite all the efforts put in place, we're still seeing thousands of people sleeping in stadiums, and one wonders if the measures put in place are being effective.
That's the question we ask the Minister of Local Government today, Professor Shyaka Anastase, as he explains all the initiatives that are being taken to curb this in collaboration, of course, with other institutions and how they are dealing with. Here's a snippet of the interview we had.
It's been 4 months that we are having COVID-19 in our country, and we have applied different measures to prevent its spreading. One of the last innovations in the fight against COVID-19 has been the partnership and the joint patrols between the Rwanda National Police and the local government authorities countrywide. We have started it 2 weeks ago, and just in 2 weeks we can see it has revamped the efficiency and effectiveness of our responses and of our enforcement responses. Just to give some examples, countrywide, in those 2 weeks, from 17th to 31st July, we've got over 27,000 of people walking without masks. We've got over 20,000 people of working after curfew time. We've got over 6,000 in just 2 weeks. People arrested in illegal bars. We've got above 1,000 plus of bars closed in only 2 weeks across the country. This makes nearly about it's about 110 bars per day closed, illegal bars closed. We've got over 2,700 vehicles and motors that are being driven or driving after curfew time. So we've got a number of violators of the measures against COVID that are really clearly very many. But what it shows is that our enforcement responses has increased its efficiency, so which is positive. But on another hand, it shows that the society is still violating those measures, which calls for the application of two strategies. The strategy, transformational strategy to educate so that people can change. But second, the strategy of enforcement and making enforcement efficient so that those who are not complying, they are obliged to comply. So our partnership with the National Police is yielding results. But what is going to produce more results is the society to change and to comply, to prevent, rather than to succumb to responses in enforcement.
Absolutely. With these people being arrested and taken to the stadiums to be taught about COVID-19, which has been happening for about 4 months now, but still we are seeing these numbers that you have mentioned, people going to bars, people having house parties. Is it to say this has not been effective, and what measures beyond this are being done?
I think, as I said, so there are some contradicting messages or information or attitudes. On one hand, we are reinforcing our efficiency to curb COVID-19, to prevent it. On another hand, we are educating people to avoid it. But actually, I think in some ways we are assisting at people who are not very much being careless, if I can say so, maybe because the country is deploying a lot of effort to avoid it. But beyond that, maybe I must say two things. One is that Rwanda is known globally and on our continent as one of the top countries that are effective in preventing COVID. That information also is being shared, and most likely some of these people are hearing it, and maybe, but what they are missing is to keep that pace and that focus, so that we continue to be one of the countries or to prevent efficiently COVID. But most importantly, what I want to stick on so that people understand is that classification or that ranking of the country has been won because we have been effective and efficient in preventing COVID. And that recognition of us being a safe country, almost free of risks with regard to COVID, is something that is important economically and even for our own transformation. It opens Rwanda to business, as we are opening to Rwanda is coming and other flights are coming in the country. So it is something that is extremely positive that we need to cherish and protect, that actually even business people can continue to come here, so that traders, instead of opening illegal bars, that they close, they follow measures, so that actually even when we open, that openness yield some sort of benefits to those who are disciplined. So it's very imperative for our society, for us as a country, for those in Kigali and beyond, to understand the need to remain and to continue improving, not to lower our efficiency, the imperative to make sure that Rwanda continues to be among the top country globally, not only in Africa, to be seen and to be doing all we can to prevent COVID. This pandemic is going to rest, is not going anywhere. It will remain on the globe for some time. So it's very important that Rwanda, today and tomorrow, continues to be seen as a country that is free of risk from COVID. And that will not come alone. It will come thanks to the efforts that each and every Rwandan is committing. It will come because our health sector is capable of driving through evidence-based analysis, strategies to prevent. It will come thanks to our security, trying to enforce the strategies we are putting. It will come thanks to local government and the society, the people, complying and working together with those two other sectors to make sure that where we want to be as a country, we are there and we get there. And we keep to be seen as a country that is highly performing even when it comes to prevention of COVID-19.
Many thanks indeed, the Honorable Minister, for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, Ethan, it's a personal responsibility.
Very much so. We have to take care of ourselves, we have to protect ourselves, but we also have to protect those around us.
Absolutely.